As far as I'm concerned, if you hate our country, if you're not happy here, you can leave. They can leave. They can leave. And you know what? I'm sure that there'll be many people that won't miss them.
Remarks in which he said the four Democrats should, quote, go back to the crime-infested places from which it came, of course, when he says that, he's talking about Cincinnati, Detroit, New York City. Later in the day, the four congresswomen that President Trump attacked in his tirade stood side by side to denounce his comments. Here is a little bit of how the day unfolded.
As far as I'm concerned, if you hate our country, if you're not happy here, you can leave.
Woo. Wow, what did he just say? He might repeat himself. He'll repeat himself.
Complaining all the time. Very simply, you can leave. You can leave.
Our squad includes any person committed to building a more equitable.
I don't think this lady know anything. You just leave it at that.
Complaining all the time. Very simply, you can leave. You can leave right now.
We can leave right now? Yes! Yes! We can leave! Yes! Come on, Trump. Trump just gave us the okay, said we could leave. We could leave? Wow, we'll see. What else does this idiot say?
They can leave. They can leave. And you know what? I'm sure that there'll be many people that won't miss them.
There'll be many people that won't miss him. We won't miss this place. There's people who want to leave is not going to miss this place. Don't nobody want to stay here who was kidnapped here, brought here, forced slavery. Don't nobody want to be here. If you look at your own constitution, it says we're not even citizens here. We're not 3/5 of a person. That's all we are here. We're not even a whole person here. These people talk as though we want to stay here. We don't want to be here. You don't understand. You've been killing our people. You've been hanging us forever. You still hanging us and killing us to this day. What makes you think we want to stay here in this land? If you ready for us to go, we're ready to go. Let us go. Don't look for us when we leave. When we leave, don't come for us. Just
in one case, you have somebody that comes from Somalia, which is a failed government, a failed state, who left Somalia, who ultimately came here, and now is a congresswoman who's never happy. From Somalia, which is a failed government, a failed state, who left Somalia, who ultimately came here, and now is a congresswoman who's never happy.
this man talks as though this government, this country is so great. What's so great about America? What is so fascinating about America? It's a melting pot for witchcraft and evil. Nobody want to be here. The people that want to be here, who migrated here, fine. They could be here. They could stay here. But the people who was kidnapped and brought here in forced slavery no longer want to be here. If anybody want to stay here, that's their business. That's fine. But you said we could go. We want to go. Show it. Prove it. Prove that you're going to let us go. Prove that you're going to send us away. That you don't care about Somalia and all these other countries you just talk down on. Don't even know the history and facts behind those countries. We are not asking for reparations and looking for white man faces. We don't want no greenbacks, no dollars, no kind of currency that come from your failed government. You say your government is such a great government. All we want is the gold and silver that belongs to our people, that shouldn't even be in your hands, shouldn't be in the houses of your family. It should be given back to us, the people who it truly belong to.
You had GOP Senator Steve Daines, who faces re-election next year, and he wrote that Montanans are sick and tired of listening to anti-American, anti-Semite, radical Democrats trash our country and our ideals. This is America. We're the greatest country in the world. I stand with Donald Trump. It doesn't all go together. Anyway, Republican Congressman Ralph Abraham of Louisiana wrote, there's no question that members of Congress that Donald Trump called out have absolutely said anti-American and anti-Semitic things. I'll pay for their tickets out of this country if they just tell me where they'd rather be.
We need gold, silver, seeds, our animals, the animals that you have in your zoos, the animals that come from Africa don't belong to you. You need to send those animals back. You call us animals, we are cattle to you. We shouldn't matter to you. We don't belong to you. We should just be sent back to where you got us from. It doesn't matter if some of us scared to go there. We don't know the people there. When we get there, it's going to be better for us because we out your hair. That's all you want anyway, to get us out your hair.
Abraham of Louisiana wrote, there's no question that members of Congress that Donald Trump called out have absolutely said anti-American and anti-Semitic things. I'll pay for their tickets out of this country if they just tell me where they'd rather be. And several Republican office holders said it's not racist to tell people of color who are natural-born citizens to, quote, go back to their countries. Senator David Perdue was told by a reporter that there are some people who have called the president's comments racist, to which the Georgia Republican responded, quote, that's outrageous. Of course they're not racist. Maybe you should talk to Tim Scott. Senator Rick Scott of Florida said it was not racist. What do we expect?
They hate our country. They hate it, I think, with a passion.
You are absolutely right. We hate this country just as much as you hate us being in this country. You don't want us here. We don't want to be here. Why in the world you keep somebody captive here if you're not profiting off of it? We tired of it. You done enslaved our ancestors for so long. You benefited off us. If it wasn't for our ancestors, you wouldn't have this country. It wouldn't be a United States. But since we done built it up, we're going to leave it to you. We're going to let it be what it is. You get to have your racist country. Everybody know around the world that America is a racist country. It's simple as that. Everybody see it around the world.
Now, it's possible I'm wrong. The voter will decide.
He just spew out nonsense. He's an idiot. Your president is an idiot.
Are sick and tired of listening to anti-American, anti-Semite Senator Steve Daines, who faces re-election next year, and he wrote that Montanans are sick and tired of listening to anti-American, anti-Semite, radical Democrats trash our country and our ideals. This is
Steve Daines and all the ones who believe this man, all you guys are liars. All you guys are idiots. You come down to it. Anti-Semite, anti-American. We're not Americans. And the people you call Semite and Semitic are not Semitic. And you say that that's anti-Semitic. You've been killing the real Semitic people this whole time. You've been hanging us. You've been beating us. And the list goes on. Your track record is flawless. There's no country as devilish and evil as America. All the anti-Semitic stuff, it spews out of America.
America, we're the greatest country in the world. I stand with Donald Trump. It doesn't all go together. Anyway, Republican Congressman Ralph Abraham of Louisiana wrote, there's no question that members of Congress that Donald Trump called out have absolutely said anti-American and anti-Semitic things. I'll pay for their tickets out of this country if they just tell me where they'd rather be.
Yeah, That's what I like to hear. We would rather be out of this country for the simple fact we don't belong in this country. You kidnapped us, you stole us from the land that you stole us from. Just return us there. We'll make it out. You don't need to come for us. You don't need to look for us. We accept plane tickets. We accept cruise liners. You get the cruise liners set up for us. We can drive it ourselves. We can fly the planes ourselves. We have plenty capable Negroes who built this country, who know how to do everything that you could do, and most likely better. Your company and your politics is worthless. It's nothing without us. We don't need it. We shouldn't be bound to your laws. We're not even citizens here. We don't want no bridges. For everybody who think about building a bridge, it's not going to be no building bridges between us.
And several Republican office holders said it's not racist. They tell people of color who are natural-born citizens to, quote, go back to their countries. Senator David Perdue.
I agree with all the senators and all the races. They say it's not racist. It doesn't have to be racist. It don't have anything to do with race. It has everything to do with the misplaced people. We've been misplaced. We do want to go back to the country you stole us from. As simple as that. You don't have to go all in depth about what race is this, what race is that. We're going to figure it out. We don't need help from you guys. You've been lying this whole time. Don't know who from who. You gave us fake names. You gave us a fake religion. We don't need your help. All you're going to do is lie to us. All we need is gold, silver, some seeds that don't belong to you, the animals that don't belong to you. Give it back to us. Cotton. You shouldn't ever touch cotton again. Cotton belongs to us. From what our ancestors died on and bled, you shouldn't have it.
Was told by a reporter that there are some people who have called the president's comments racist, to which the Georgia Republican responded, quote, that's outrageous. Of course they're not racist. Maybe you should talk to Tim Scott. Senator Rick Scott of Florida said it was not racist. What do we expect?
Coming from this vampire Rick Scott, I expect nothing less. He is the perfect example of what I mean. There's there's something written in the Constitution of Florida that says forever Florida. If you look that up, find out that everything under that article is about keeping Florida forever racist. Everything that our article mentioned is about some racist stuff. This whole government was built on racism. We don't need anybody telling us about racism. Coming from Florida, this is the biggest racist state in all of America. I don't care what anybody say. We done been through the most racist stuff and still going through the most racist stuff. We done let this vampire in our office forever. He don't ever go outside this month.
Congressman Andy Harris of Maryland said there